morning everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, respected teacher, friends, and already patient. Today I would like to invite you to take a journey, not a journey that requires a suitcase, passport, or airplane ticket, but a journey that takes place inside our minds, our hearts, and our everyday lives. We live in an era where change happens faster than ever before. Technology evolves in seconds, trains come and go overnight, information travel faster than our ability to process it. In the middle of all this change, one important question arises. What does it truly mean to be human today? Is it about intelligence? Is it about success? Is it about productivity? Or is it about something deeper such as empathy, kindness, silence, and purpose? Today, for the next several minutes, I will talk about the meaning of being human, the impact of technology and modern life, emotional intelligence and mental health, relation and communication, purpose, failure and growth, and finally how we can remain human in a rapidly changing world. Let us begin. Okay, what does it mean to be human? First, being human is more than having a physical body or a rational mind. To be human is to feel, to question, to hope, and to struggle. Human love, cry, love, and lose. We make mistake, learn from them, and sometimes repeat them again. We are imperfect, yet constantly trying to improve. One of the most beautiful things about being human is our ability to feel emotions. Unlike machines, we feel joy when we achieve something meaningful. We feel sadness when we lose someone we love. We feel fear when facing uncertainty, and we feel hope. We feel hope even when the situation seems hopeless. However, emotions are often misunderstood. In many societies, people are taught to hide their emotion. Crying isn't as a weakness. Fear isn't as a failure. Asking for help isn't as incompetent. But in reality, emotions are not signs of weakness. They are signs of humanity. When we allow ourselves to feel, we allow ourselves to grow. Like that. The world today is very different from the world our parent or grandparent live in. Technology has changed the way we work, communication, learn, and even love. We can talk to someone on the other side of the world in a second. We can access thousands of books. We can access thousands of books without entering in the library. We can learn the new skills through a short video. These changes bring many advantages, but they also bring challenges. We are more connected digitally, yet many people feel more lonely than ever. We have more information, yet less clarity. We are more productive, yet more exhausted. Like that. Social media, for example, allow us to share our lives with others, but it also creates pressure to appear perfect. People compare their real lives to other people highlight reels. This comparison slowly affects self-esteem and confidence and mental health. In a world that moves so fast, many people forget to pause, reflect, and ask, am I living or am I just surviving? Like that. And emotional intelligence and mental health. One of the most important skills in modern life is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand our emotion, manage our reaction, recognize emotion in others, build healthy relation. Unfortunately, emotional intelligence is rarely taught in schools. Many people grow up knowing how to solve math problems, but not knowing how to manage stress, disappointment, or rejection. Mental health is not just about mental illness, it is about emotional balance, self-awareness, and inner peace. Ignoring mental health does not make problems disappear. It makes them grow silently. Talking about mental health should not to be taboo. Seeking help should not be embarrassing. Taking care of your mind should be as normal as taking care of your body. A healthy mind allows us to think clearly, love deeply, and live meaningfully. Like that. Relation and communication. Humans are social beings. We are not meant to live alone. Relation, whether with family, friends, or partner, shapes who we are. However, good relation requires good communication. In today's world, people often listen to respond, not to understand. We interrupt, we judge, we assume. True communication requires empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand someone else's feelings without experiencing them yourself. It requires patience of openness in humility. When we communicate with empathy, conflict becomes conversation, difference becomes opportunity to learn. Strong relations are not built on perfection. They are built on honesty, respect, forgiveness, like that. Okay, next about value, growth, and resilience. There are three. Value is one of the most misunderstood experience in life. Many people fear failure more than they desire success. They avoid trying because they are afraid of failing. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the process. Every successful person has failed many times. Every meaningful achievement is built on mistake, lesson, and perseverance. Failure teaches us humility. It shows us our weakness. It pushes us to grow. Resilience is the ability to rise after failing. It's not about never breaking, but about rebuilding stronger. In a world that celebrates instant process, in a world that celebrates instant success, resilience is a quiet strength, like that. Can next finding purpose in life. Many people ask, what is my purpose? Purpose is not always something big or dramatic. It is not always about changing the world. Sometimes purpose is first being kind when no one is watching. That number one. And number two, helping one person at a time. Number two. And number three, doing your job with integrity. Number four, being present being present for your loved ones. Like that. Purpose gives meaning to suffering. It gives direction to effort. It gives motivation to wake up every morning. You do not need to have everything figured out. Purpose evolves as we grow. What matters is living intentionally. Like that. Okay, next, education and learning in the modern era. Education has always been the foundation of human development. However, the concept of education has changed significantly over time. In the past, education focused mainly on memorization. Students were expected to remember facts, formula, and theory. Success was measured by exam score and certificates. Today, information is everywhere. We can find answers in seconds using our smartphone. Therefore, education is no longer about memorizing information, but about understanding, analyzing, and applying knowledge. Learning should teach us how to think, not what to think. And fortunately, many students still feel pressure rather than inspired. They study not because they love learning, because they are afraid of failure. True education should empower individuals. It should help people discover their strength, passion, and value. It should prepare them not only for a career but also for life. The role of youth in shaping the future next. Young people are often called the future generation, but in reality, youth are not just the future, they are the present. Young people have energy, creativity, and courage. They question tradition, challenge norms, and introduce new ideas. However, being young today is not easy. Many young people face pressure from society, family, and social media. They are expect and success early money quickly, and look perfect. This pressure can lead to anxiety, burnout, and self-doubt. We must remind young people that life is not a race. Everyone has their own timeline. Growth cannot be rushed. Young people should be encouraged to explore their interests, make mistakes, learn from experience, and build character. Strong future begin with emotional healthy youth. Next, about work productivity and burnout. Modern society often equates work with productivity. People are valued based on how much they produce, earn, or achieve. Working hard is important, but overworking can be dangerous. Burnout is becoming more common. People feel exhausted unmotivated, and disconnected. They work constantly but feel empty inside. Rest is not laziness, rest is not a necessity. Taking breaks improve creativity, focus, and emotional improve. A balanced life includes work, rest, relation, and self-care. We must redefine success. Success should include happiness, health, and inner pleasure. Okay, next, kindness and ethic in daily life. In a competition world, kindness is often underestimated. People believe that kindness makes them weak, but kindness requires strength. It requires patience, understanding, and courage. Small acts of kindness can change someone's day. A smile, a listening ear, or a simple thank you can have a powerful impact. Ethics guide our behavior when no one is watching. They reflect our true character. Choosing honesty over convenience, choosing respect over ego, choosing empathy over judgment. They choice define who we are as human beings. Like that. Okay, next, culture diversity and tolerance. The world is the world is full of diversity. Different culture, language, belief, and tradition exist side by side. Diversity should not divide us, it should enrich us. Understanding different perspectives broaden our world views. Tolerance creates harmony. We don't need to agree with everyone, but we must respect difference. A peaceful society is built on mutual understanding and respect. Okay, next, facing uncertainty and change. Change is inevitable. Life rarely goes according to plan. Unexpected even teach us adaptability. Uncertainty challenges our confrontation. In time of fear and change, we should learn to grow through it. Adaptability is a survival skill in modern life. Those who adapt thrive. Those who just struggle. Change is not the enemy. I'm sorry. Change is not the enemy. Varies. Next, about time, pressure, and modern anxiety. One of the biggest challenges of modern life is our relation with time. We are constantly told that time is money, that wasting time is a value that we must always be productive, efficient, and fast. As a result, many people feel like they are always running but never arriving. We rush through meals, we rush through conversation, we rush through life. Even when we rest, our minds are still working. We scroll through our phones, we reply to message, and we worry about tomorrow. This constant pressure creates anxiety. Anxiety is not always loud. Sometimes it is silent. It hides behind overthinking, perfectionism, and fear to disappoint others. Many people smile in public but feel anxiety in private. Learning to slow down is not easy, but is necessary. Slowly down allows us to reconnect with ourselves. It allows us to reflect, to breathe, and to feel life again. Next, identity, and self-acceptance. Another important part of becoming human is understanding who we are. Many people spend their life trying to meet expectation from parents, from society, from social media. In this process, they often lose themselves. Self-identity is not about labels or titles. It is about values, belief, and perceived place. Who are you when no one is watching? What do you stand for? What kind of person do you want to become? Self-acceptance does not mean giving up on growth. It means accepting where are you while working toward where you want to be. Are you allowed to change? Are you allowed to grow? I'm sorry. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to be a work in progress. Being human means accepting imperfection. Okay, next. Long lies in a connected world. It is ironic that in the age of connection, many people feel deeply lonely. We have hundreds of contacts, but few meaningful conversation. Loneliness does not always mean being alone. It can happen even in a crowd room. Loneliness happens when we feel unseen, unheard, and misunderstood. real connection requires vulnerability, it requires honesty, it requires courage. Opening up is risky, but isolation is riskier. Human beings heal through connection, grow through relation. Listening deeply is one of the most powerful gifts we can give to others. Next, compassion toward ourselves. We often talk about kindness to others, but but we forget kindness toward ourselves. Many people are very hard on themselves. They critique their mistakes. They compare their progress to others. Self-compassion is not self-pity. It isn't self-respect. It means speaking to yourself the way you would speak to your friends. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to take your time. Burning yourself out does not prove your worth. Taking care of yourself does. Again, next, moral responsibility and social awareness. Being human also means being responsible. Our action affect others. Our choice shape society. We cannot ignore injustice and inequality. We cannot stay silent when others are suffering. Social awareness begins with empathy. It grows through education and action. Even small action matters. Helping one person, speaking out respectfully, choosing fairness. Change does not always start with big movement. It starts with individual. Okay, next, hope as a human strength. Hope is one of strongest human equalities. Hope does not mean ignoring reality. It means believing that things can improve. In difficult times, hope gets us moving forward. Hope inspires in creativity. Hope builds resilience. Hope connects us to future. Without hope, progress stops. Like that. Okay, next, the meaning of silence and reflection. Okay, in a modern life, silence has become rare. We are surrounded by noise, notification, machines, videos, and opinions. There is always something demanding our attention. But silence is not empathy. Silence is meaningful. In silence we reflect. In silence we listen to ourselves. In silence we understand our emotion more clearly. Many people are afraid of silence. We don't know because silence forces us to face our truth. However, reflection is necessary for growth. Without reflection, we repeat the same mistake. Without reflection, we live on autopilot. Without reflection, we lose direction. Taking time to pause is not wasting time. It is investing in self-awareness. Next, human values in leadership and power. Leadership is not all about control, it's about responsibility. True leaders do not dominate others, they inspire and empower them. Power without empathy creates oppression. Authority without ethics creates fear. Human-centered leadership values honesty, fairness, and humility. A good leaders listen more than they speak. They accept critics. They admit mistakes. Leadership exists not only in position, but also in daily action. Parent leaders, teacher leaders, healthcare workers are leaders. Anyone who influences others is a leader. Leading with humanity creates trust. Trust builds strong communication. Okay, next, technology as a tool, not an identity. Technology is powerful, but it should not to define who we are. We use technology to communicate, but real connection happens to face to face. We use technology to work, but meaning comes from contribution, not device. Technology should serve human value, not replace them. When technology control our time, technology, attention, and emotion, and we lose feelings. Using technology wisely means knowing when to disconnect. Sometimes the most human moment is choosing to put the phone down and look someone in the eyes. Okay, next, the importance of gratitude. Gratitude is a simple habit with deep impact. When we practice gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we already have. Gratitude improves mental health. It increases contentment in strangers' relation. You do not need a perfect life to be grateful. You only need awareness. Gratitude reminds us that life itself is big. Okay, next, life transition and acceptance. Life is a series of transitions. We move from childhood to adulthood, from education to work, from independence to responsibility. Transitions are often uncomfortable. They bring uncertainty and fear. But transitions are necessary for growth. Acceptance does not mean giving up, it means acknowledging reality. Resisting reality creates suffering. Accepting reality creates peace. Change does not mean loss of identity. It means expansion of experience. Okay, next rule of meaningful work. Work occupies a large part of our life. Meaningful work is not always about salary. It isn't about impact. When people feel that their work matters, they will motivate and fulfill. Meaningful work like skill with values. Every work has this dignity when done with integrity. Finding meaning in work reduces burnout and increases satisfaction. Okay, next, aging, wisdom, and perspective. Aging is often feared, but aging brings wisdom. Wow. With age come perspective, with experience come understanding. Life teaches lessons that not no book can teach. Respecting elder meaning respecting knowledge can through time every stage of life has value. Forgiveness as emotional freedom. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting, it does not mean soothing harm. Forgiveness means realizing resentment. Holding on to injured hearts, the holder, the person who caused the pain. Forgiveness is an act of self-care. It frees emotional space for healing. Okay, next. Choosing humanity every day. Being human is not a one-time decision. It is a daily choice. Choosing patience when we are tired. Choosing honesty when it is uncomfortable. Choosing kindness when it is not reward. Their choice shapes our character. Humanity is built through small action repeated daily. Like that. Okay. Um Next, listening as a lost human skill. Okay, now, guys, one of the most forgotten human skill today is listening. Many people hear word, but very few truly listen. Listening requires attention. Listening requires patience. Listening requires humility. In conversation, people often prepare their response. Instead of understanding the speaker, through listening means being fully present. It means putting aside judgment. It means allowing silence. When people feel heard, people feel valued. Listening heals relation. Listening prevents misunderstanding. Listening builds trust. In a world full of voice, the ability to listen is powerful. Emotional pain and healing. Pain is part of the human experience. Everyone experiences loss, disappointment, and heartbreak. Pain does not discriminate. Some people hide their pain behind smile. Others express it through anger or withdrawal. Healing is not linear. Some days are easier, some days are heavy. Healing requires time, it requires patience, it requires compassion toward oneself. Sparing pain does not make it disperse. Acknowledging pain is the first step toward healing. As a human, we heal not by avoiding time, but by facing it with courage. Okay, next, meaningful conversation in superficial world. Many conversations today are short and shallow. People talk about trend. People talk about oppression. People talk about achievement. Really, they talk about fears, dream, or struggle. Meaningful conversation create connection. They allow authenticity. Asking someone, "How are you really doing?" can change everything. It matters, honestly matters. Human connection is built through vulnerability. Next, responsibility toward future generation. Being human also means thinking beyond ourselves. Our actions today shape the world tomorrow. Environmental responsibility, social responsibility, and ethical responsibility are not optional. We bear the word from future generations. Teaching values is more important than teaching success. Children learn more from action than word. What kind of word are we leaving behind? The courage to be authentic. Authentic requires courage, being yourself, meaning risking rejection. It means standing by your values, even when they are unpopular. Many people wear many what to fit in, but masks are heavy. Authenticity bring peace when action like with value. Life feels meaningful. You do need to be true yourself. Like that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the journey of perfection means remind us that being human is not about perfection. It isn't about awareness, about connection. Is it about it is about choice. Every day we choose who we become. May we choose empathy. May we choose integrity. May we choose humanity. Because no matter how advanced the world becomes, our race's strength will always be our humanity. Thank you for your listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.